Come on in the room, everybody. What's going on? It's been a minute, but we're back with the Coco Jones. She should be in here in a minute. Just gonna be waiting for her to pop in, but it's good to see all y'all. I'm waiting for her to pop in and request. She'll be in a second. We're gonna put at the bottom, stream what? Coco, if you're here, just make a comment so I can add you. Hold on, because I don't see her in. Oh, there she is. Acts like got some sense. Relax, y'all. Relax. Relax. She's here.
Hello.
How are you? It's good to see you again. Can you hear me? Can't hear you. Oh, wait, I hear you now. I hear you now.
You hear
I
me?
hear you.
Oh, I be having time limits on my social media, and so it was like, you've reached your limit on Instagram for today. And I was like, I know, girl. But normally I
Okay.
log off, but I'm here.
We're good. We're good. So what's up? It's good to see you again.
Good to see you too. Thank you for having me.
Yes. Happy belated birthday.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm a little hoarse because I was in Miami.
Listen, you was turning up. We saw. So I mean, let's talk about that. How was your birthday party in LA? That shit looks so lit. Tell us.
It was so freaking fun. I think like I was just kind of overwhelmed because you never know like what's gonna happen, especially in LA. Like you can really get to see what people actually mess with you if they come out in celebration of you.
Yeah.
So I was like shocked I was just shocked a lot of the night. Just a lot of the night shocked.
That's what's up. I'm super happy for you because again, you know, I know your story.
Mm-hmm.
I know how a company that should not be named tried you, and oh, how it left. How it can be hard in this industry because we know that it's so fickle. Like you're hot one day and then the next day you're not.
Yeah.
So it was really dope to see so many people there celebrating you.
Yeah.
For everything that you've been through. I mean, so how are you feeling, right? You just put out a EP. How are you feeling? Like that's what I want to know.
I mean, it's really hard to describe because I'm living the things that I like prayed for, and it's just hard to describe. Of course, I'm super happy, but I also feel like, all right, now that these things are happening, how do I do more? Like I have to remind myself, like, you're good, girl. Like you can actually just bask in this.
Yeah.
You're not gonna lose these things. And even if you lose this momentum and this care that people have about you, you've been there before and you survived.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know, I'm just trying to stay present. But of course I'm so grateful, and it's kind of hard to put into words. It's like, okay, it's happening now. Now what do we do? This is my life. This is my reality. Is this the new reality? Like what does this mean? I don't know.
mean, what is it like stepping out? Like when you step out and go somewhere, people coming up to you like Coco, like we know, like is that are you starting to feel like you're back implemented in the industry now, and
I mean,
you're getting respected, you know?
I'm definitely, there's a lot more respect on my name, especially when the music is a bigger narrative than any of the film and stuff. I know, like, okay, this is different than what I've experienced before. So before it was like, oh my gosh, Roxy, and I've experienced that, people noticing me, and
Right.
I'm what? This is the mall I be going to. What y'all talking about? You know,
Right.
so I experienced that. Oh, life shift. But now it's like your music. What I didn't tell you, girl. My favorite song is when you
Right.
say you. This is the song, and that's to me what I've always wanted. Like,
Yeah.
okay, these people know that I act. They know that, but they're talking about my music, which is, of course, music was always my number one thing,
Yeah.
but took off first because it's literally like a job. You can apply to, you can audition. That's like applying for
Yeah.
a job, you know? It was just, it was the more stable when music was always my heart, but it was just so inconsistent.
Yeah. So, I mean, I kind of want to step into that, right? So we know what you went through, and then kind of getting yourself back, and you dropped a video of kind of and letting fans know what happened. But how
Mm.
did your deal with Def Jam come about? Like, tell us about how that process, like, how'd you get signed and all that stuff?
I mean, I have to really give it up to God because certain things I just be like, now what? That don't make no
Mm.
sense. What really, from what I've understood, what really happened was the top of Def Jam right now is Tunji.
Mm-hmm.
And Tunji had been seeing my videos through TikTok and through social media. And PSA, anybody who's singing and stuff, people find you through social media. So you should go ahead and post that cover, Girly Bro. And you should do the next one and then the next one and just keep going. You know what I'm saying?
They
Um,
range, and people have, we do these challenges.
that's
So I'm saying,
like there are opportunities that are created that can really put people on the
yeah.
map. I mean, all the songs that are going viral now. Next thing you know, these people.
What the hell just happened? Hold on. Can you hear me? I can't hear you. I hear you now. I hear you
It was
now.
my phone ringing, and I'm like, now, friend, I turned my do not disturb on. So what's
I
it
know.
giving? I don't know what's going on. Mad people have just called me, and I'm like, I hope the world's not ending. Anyway, moving on. Um, but basically, I had a manager at the time, and kind of the deal was, I don't really know. You ain't never really managed before. I ain't ever really done this type of thing before. So the deal is get me a deal, and we'll keep it popping.
Okay.
And if not, then we're not. Then we stop.
Okay.
And that definitely is what happened. I did end up, coming across J-Dot, who is in my joint venture, who owns my joint venture, High Standards.
Okay.
And then, of course, he connected with Def Jam, and that's kind of how that situation went about. And there were other opportunities for different situations, but
Okay.
I felt like these people, I feel like they get me. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And that's kind of how it went about, like a little bit of networking, but also social media.
Yeah.
Because when the deal was being brought up and discussed, Tunji already knew who I was
Right.
because he was like, oh, I've seen this cover, I've seen this one, I
Yeah.
know this, you know what I'm saying? Like I had a lot behind my reputation already that made it seem like a no-brainer.
That's what's up.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's really important. I think a lot of artists, even with the oversaturated market, you just got to try to find some sort of way to make yourself stand out. And then once you do, you make your own lane. So that's exactly what you did.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this album. I mean, I consider it an album, but it's an EP.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't tell you. Let's talk about, the concept behind it, how it came about. You worked with some heavy hitters for this album. You were with Eric Hudson and Bongo Is the Way. Yeah, tell us about like how, this EP came about and just like, the process behind it.
Yeah. I mean, as an independent artist, you can really only do what you have the power to do, who you know, what budget you
Right.
got, and your connections, etc. With a label, they can put pieces together that you couldn't do yourself, So a lot of amazing artists like London on the track. I mean, and even Babyface wrote on Spend It. Like
Yeah.
a lot of pieces, I couldn't have put them together,
Mm-hmm.
as much as I wanted for myself.
Yeah.
So it was really just a matter of my label doing their part to put me in the right rooms and, do a lot of trial and error on different sonics and different topics, different subject matters, different styles. I had some crazy songs where I was like, let's just go there.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, oop, no. And then others where I was like, this is mad soulful too,
Yeah.
but it didn't hit in the same way that I see. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was like we were a bunch of chemists and we're just trying to find this right formula. And even now with what I didn't tell you, the deluxe, it's still ever evolving, still figuring out like what songs people really gravitate towards, like what songs do you get over after a while? Like after a while, I ain't really living for this one. What songs stick? You know, like it's all about building up this formula.
Yeah. Sorry, I want to make just excuse me. I'm in New York right now, so I'm like right in Manhattan. So if you hear like sirens and
It's
like yelling,
okay. I was like, prayers up, hope that they are okay, Lord. Put that fire out in Jesus'
New
name.
York is a literal noisy city.
Okay.
So let's talk about ICU, right? That seems to be really one of the fan favorites. It's not my favorite. I love No Chaser, so we'll
A
get to that.
period.
Get to that.
Okay.
But ICU, let's talk about that because I feel like that was like the moment that everyone was like, oh no, like this is like oh no, she got it. You know what I mean? And I see so many people talking about it. I see so many people tweeting about it. Tell us how that song came about. Kind of, what the creative process behind that one was, and like, how do you feel about? I mean, it's a single clearly. So how do you feel about that record?
Yeah. ICU. I knew I did my big one on ICU very much humbly, but
Okay.
just because of how I felt singing it. Like that song is like heavy, you know, like this is emotional and it's real, and I'm uncomfortable writing this and singing this. I'm in here crying. Like this is just I know I did my
Yeah.
thing because when music feels like that and it's hard and it's heavy and you're like drained because you gave it everything, you know,
Yeah.
like you did something special. So I know that it was a huge
Mm.
song. I had mixed feelings about putting it out because I didn't want people to love it so much that they only want to hear me sing like that. Because I'm
Mm.
like, I'm not trying to be all emotional on the track every
Right.
time because this is too much. This is
Right.
too much, you know? I
Right.
want people to have fun and talk about straight up nothing if that's what I feel. Make a dance song that has nothing to do with how hard I'm singing. And it's just like, you're going to feel this. You know what I'm saying? You're going to want to dance. I was scared that like, okay, they might love this song to the degree where they're like, no, if it's not I, C, and you, N-O-O. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
was like, no. So on my team and everyone was like, this the one, this the one. I was like, okay, what about Crazy for Me? Because then I want to dance and then I can dance and then I'll be like, and now soul. Like I was
Right.
just nervous about that getting stuck to being the soulful type, you
Oh,
know? So of course I love the song, but I just had a lot of mixed emotions. And on top of that, I was like, if they love this song, and then I gotta be sad and here singing this song everywhere I go, I don't want to tap into what I have to tap into.
right.
But at the end of the day, that is what music is about. It's about connecting. And
Yeah.
I love the song because I mean my whole heart is on that song. So I know when people hear it, they feel it too. And that's the most important thing.
Yeah. Okay, so let's jump to No Chaser because like that's a fun record, right? I see it's on the reels. I see it's in the stories. So like, is that going to be the next single? Is there a video being shot for that? Can you like, what's going on?
I definitely can see a visual for No Chaser or Crazy for Me just because I haven't given the girls I also very much dance, you know? Like I feel like they're gonna be a little shocked.com
Okay.
that I really do it.
Okay.
So I know that's on the way.
Okay.
I think it's more about like what songs at that time are like grabbing people the most. So
Oh,
obviously ICU, and then it's like it's doing this thing where like some songs are going crazy and then it'll be the next song going
right.
crazy. So it's kind of like we're trying to like pinpoint which one to do next.
Yeah.
And it's dang, like they're changing it. Now with the deluxe, these other songs are popping up. And so visuals are on the way. I'm not sure what song will be first, but it'll be a couple different
Okay.
servers for y'all.
Okay. But let's talk about No Chaser though in the context of like, I mean, it's a fun record, like, basically, talking about, what and all that other stuff. But, what was it like writing that record? Because, a lot of times in R&B right now, what I say, and this is not a shot to anybody, it can give real lullabies sometimes. And No Chaser kind of wakes it up a little bit,
Yeah.
and about wanting to dance. So talk about how, I guess how being to make bops is important to you, right? And not have, the girls falling asleep to your album.
LOL at falling asleep. Not so much. I'm screamed out. For me, I like to dance. Like, I remember when I first moved to LA and like we would go to the club and I was like, I'm about to go through the 7 stages of depression. Why is nobody dancing up in here? Like I could not compute. Cause for me, I don't care where I'm at. If the DJ's on his job or her job, wow, oh
Mm-hmm.
wow, I'm having a
Yeah.
blast. We could literally
Yeah.
be in the center of New York. But if I can hear the music and that DJ's working overtime, I'm turning up.
Here.
Like that's so important. So for me to have an album, it has to be elements of me. I love to dance. I
Okay.
love to go out with my girls and just be cute and be popping and like live our best life wherever we are, you know?
Okay.
So for me, I was like, I need urgency on here. Like I can tap into these feelings and get into my bag and you're gonna feel me. But then when I need to hit that 5, 6, 7, and 8, where's the song for that? So that was the goal with No Chaser and with Crazy
Okay.
for Me and with other songs too. I just want like there to be in my concerts this wave like, okay, girl, let's stop sweating because we danced. Let's tap into our emotions.
Yeah.
Why did he make you feel? Let's not feel like that again. Now let's
Yeah.
get some involvement in it. And next thing you know, we're dancing again. You know what I'm saying? Like I want there to be this roller coaster that we're all on at my
Yeah.
concerts.
Yeah. So does that mean we're gonna be tapping some Sean Bankhead for some choreography?
Look, I'm talking to all the dance girls, and they know I'm like, let's get into it. Let's serve them something they haven't seen before. I don't care if
Okay.
I have to practice for 14 hours a day.
Okay.
I'll get into my Beyonce work ethic because I wanted to serve and I want to be keeping up with my dancers. Ain't nobody out dancing me.
Okay. So I mean, listen, we love a nice little boom cat. Okay. um, but yeah, no, I appreciate that because I feel like with like Renaissance coming out, like Beyonce woke it up. She was like, nah, like we were just stuck in the house for 2 years. Like the people want to dance, like and I think that's what's so great about R&B is that I'm a little older. I'm in my early 30s, but
Not too
I
much.
I
It's
just
like everybody need to chill with saying that 30 is mad old because hold up, because I'm not about to accept that narrative because when I get over there, I need everybody to know it's young and cool.
yeah,
So it is.
you know what? Yeah, you're absolutely right. So we gonna go with that. But sorry, I forgot what I was about to say because I said it was
You
old.
said
Um, yeah,
you were a little old, but whatever.
yeah. So, child, I don't know what I was saying. I just totally forgot why. But we'll get back to it. I'll probably remember it. But my question is this. Oh, okay, yeah, because Beyonce woke it up and all that other stuff. But we'll get back to that. But my question too is, how a lot of people are commenting in it. Like, how have the other R&B girls embraced you? Like, have you, talked to them? Like, are you cool with Chloe? Are you cool with Normani? Like, with Doja? Like, have y'all like Ryan Destiny? Have y'all like, like, are you building relationships with them? Because like, I really feel like what I want to start seeing more is definitely more of the R&B girls collabing. Like, it's definitely happening. But I just want to see more of it happen in the future.
Yeah. I mean, of course I want those same
Yeah.
things. I feel like when women come together, we just do very powerful things.
Yeah.
Of course I love the R&B girls. I think each one of them, everyone works their A off. I don't know if we can curse on here. I don't know how this works. Everyone works their ass
Yes.
off to get to where they want to go. So when I look at these girls, I know how much I wanted to be considered in the same running with them. So I have respect for all of them. OD, this is a music business. It's no joke. You know what I'm saying? If it was just simply about talent, if it was just simply about being nice, like we'd all be winning. It's not giving that, So for all of them to be there, they have my utmost respect. Um, I think of course we're cool. Like I love them. They know me and they support me and I support them. I feel like truthfully, it's just like hard sometimes
Mm-hmm.
to come together and do something like
Right.
that because it's not always up to us
Right.
girls. It's not us. We're not just sitting here like, and I want to do this now, and I want to do this
Right.
and that. Thanks.
Right.
This is a vending machine. We're still products in a
Mm-hmm.
company
Right.
to a sense. So
Right.
sometimes I know the fans be like, what's tea? Because why haven't y'all done this and this and this? And I'm like, girl, if it was that easy, it would be done. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Like you got to look at everything in the bigger perspective.
and I'm glad you explained that because I think sometimes, I mean, I could definitely say I'm at fault because, sometimes I definitely want to see collabs too. I always do like I want to see this year. But, I just say this, keep putting it out to the universe. You never know what could happen. never know where people sometimes see ideas. So another thing about this EP that I wanted to ask you about is there are no features at
Yeah.
all. It's just
Mm-hmm.
you. Was that deliberate? Like, do you have songs with features? Like, talk about that process. About having that specifically for this EP.
Yes, I definitely do have some songs with features, and in the future, I want more. I think that's such a great opportunity to like cross pollinate fan bases and introduce each other to a whole different demographic.
Yeah.
For the EP, it wasn't necessarily strategic as much as it was like, well, we didn't run out of places on the EP. The EP can only be 7 songs, and we got bangers up in here. So what are we doing? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? We couldn't let go of one. You know, so it would just be something that we had to do in the future.
Got you. Now, who are some features or people that you want to work with, like on a song?
Sorry, I keep clearing my throat. Like I said, I just came from Miami, so I'm very much getting horse.com.
Um,
I would love to do an Afro beats type collab. Like I have some Afro beats type music, but I'm like obsessed with it. Burna Boy. Like the Afro beats music just feels like I'm like my ancestors.
yeah.
I want that real bad.
Yeah.
So I would love to do like a Wizkid, a Burna Boy, or even like Tim's or one of those. I love that, and that's a part of me as a Black woman too. I want to be able to tap into that side of. I also would love to do like a huge like ballad type of song, like maybe something with Adele that's like just I can just leave this ballad here and it'll stand the test of time, and I'll be performing this into my mid 80s. Like here you go.
Yeah.
Of course I want to do a girl power bop. Like I would love to do that with the girls, Normani, Chloe, Ryan. I mean, all of us, even like Tinashe, like Seven, we could get us all in it and really go there.
Yeah.
Like that would eat.
Yeah.
I want to do like a cute rap song where like the guys rapping all hard and I'm like pretty chorus in the middle, and fill in the blank with whatever rapper and the baby. I mean, Lil Baby. And like,
that's what's up.
Ideas.
It's crazy that you brought up Seven because I feel like I've seen you guys hang out together. Have y'all worked together yet?
Yes, we actually have worked on a song together. Yes.
Okay.
Am I supposed to say anything?
Okay, that's fine. Listen, you don't gotta say nothing. I don't want you to get in trouble. But no, that's amazing. So I guess Bel-Air season 2 is about to come out, right? So is there a possible, what I didn't tell you tour coming up? Like, what is it? What's going on with that?
You know what? There are tour dates in the works. I'm gonna be at some festivals. It's giving.
Okay.
It's giving. I want to do some dates on my own, just so I can kick it with, my fan base and like do something a little more like intimate, because I feel like I haven't really gotten a chance to be on the road without it being like, I'm here doing something for somebody. Okay, gotta go. Next thing, I really want to be able to like talk to these people that are like supporting me and like see them eye to eye. So that's like something that's really important to me to do. And then yes, opening for some people.
Okay.
That's
okay. That's what's up. So I do want to ask about this because I think something that I think I posted about a long time ago. All of y'all on Bel-Air are talented as fuck. It's really giving triple threat. Like Simone can sing, Ali can sing.
Yes. Jabari can sing and rap, plays the piano.
Is there gonna be some is there like a Peacock soundtrack coming? Like a Bel-Air soundtrack right now? Like what's happening with that?
You know what? LOL. That's not anything that's in the works right now. I mean, with Bel-Air season 2, I feel like we really tried to take everything and level it up so that like things get re-edited and we reshoot things, or they're not playing around with making sure it's correct. So and there's been no time to talk about let's do some album. Like real priority has been making this show like continue to like break those boundaries and continue to put the show on the map. So I feel like that's a priority. As far as like personally, I love my cast. Like I love them. I would definitely be down to do something. I think we're all just trying to figure out our lanes as individuals, so that way it doesn't give, oh, look at Hillary Carter. No, my name's Coco Jones. Not even. So it's more everybody figure out your lane, and then let's circle back when we're really getting into it.
That's what's up. No, like I just think that's so amazing. Again, seeing that kind of brings me back to, you know, the days of growing up, of seeing, you know, your singers act. They can dance, they can, you know, make records, right? And I think, you know, that's what makes stars, right? And I think also that's like, I think I want the next generation to kind of see, because we were just so spoiled with it, you know? But no, I'm not gonna take too much of your time. I know you got back from Miami, so I know you need to like rest. And I know, and Grammy Week's coming up in a couple of weeks, so I know you're doing a couple of stuff too. I'll be at that with the event.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, thank you for, you know, again, taking the time to hop on live with me. I'm like, you've been an artist that I've been so excited about for a very, very long time. You know, I'm always, you know, bigging up the ex-Disney girls because I know how hard y'all work. You know what I mean? I know work ethic. So, you know, and I think everyone is starting to see it now, right? So I think stars are just aligning for you right now, and it's so great to see it happening, and you deserve it. And also too, as a dark-skinned Black girl, yes, we need it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think you also can just be a trailblazer for those dark-skinned girls that want to be in the industry. You know what I mean? So I'm excited to see all the doors you're gonna open up, and yeah, I'm so excited. So thank you again, everybody. Make sure you stream What I Didn't Tell You Deluxe. Run it up. If Coco's putting out some merch, buy the shit. If she's performing somewhere, buy tickets. Really support artists, because I think, you know, you're gonna be new generation of leading a lot of stuff in R&B, and I'm so happy that, you know, a part of it is in your hands. So I'm so excited. And Def Jam is supporting you.
Okay.
That's what we love to see. We love a budget. Okay?
It's always giving, what's the budget? I'm like, that's one thing I've learned. I'm like, wow.com, this is expensive. Okay. Yeah. Wow. Stream.
But and I think you deserve it, because you're putting in the work, right? I know people complain about like, oh, like you're like, I don't want to have them post a TikTok, but I think generally it looks like you enjoy what you're doing. Yeah. Almost doesn't feel inauthentic. It feels very, very authentic. Yeah. So yeah, keep doing it. You know, keep being a bad bitch as you are. Listen, I want you getting all the brand deals. I want you at the fashion shows, all that shit. So,
amen, Lord. All right.
Yes, we're all right. Throw it out there to God. We're gonna manifest it for you, because, like, listen, it's your time, and I really, really want you to come shake it up and fuck shit up. Because
thank you.
It's been a long time coming, and I'm so excited. All right.
Thank you all. You just gassed me real bad. Thank you so much.
Oh, what's up, Bel-Air Peacock? I cannot wait to see the new season. I'm so excited. And yeah, stream What I Didn't Tell You Deluxe. Run it up. All right, y'all. Bye.